Hi everyone, California Conventions blog here. I'm Ryan. This is Nate.
How you guys doing?
And I'm behind the camera. Dalton, hi, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Hi, Prompto. Hey.
Hi.
It's my second favorite Prompto.
Hey, let me take a picture of you.
So we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, the bad boy Prompto, the maker of pancakes.
Whoa, that's a big moniker. I didn't know it was coming. Cool.
The man behind the mask, the legendary Robbie Daymond. Thank you so much for your time.
You even said my name right. You didn't say Draymond. You didn't say Diamond. You didn't say Daymond.
You're lucky we don't have our boss in here because he butchers names like.
Oh, he does.
Oh my God, yeah.
So if he does it wrong, we're gonna punch
Well,
him
this
in
thing
the
is
face.
off to a great start.
All right. So Nate, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, take it
Yeah,
away.
sure. So first off, I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man.
Okay.
How's it like voicing a Marvel hero like Spider-Man?
Ooh, well, it's not just like Spider-Man for me. Like, that's my favorite Marvel superhero.
Oh, that's
So, like, when I moved in grade school, I remember trading Marvel cards on the playgrounds to make new friends. And I was fascinated with Spider-Man. And I think, like, the first major real comic arc I ever read was Maximum Carnage.
Oh.
And, yeah, and it's like when I was just old enough to, like, be understanding what comics were. And then from Spider-Man, I got into X-Men, and I was a big Marvel fanboy. I read some Superman stuff. I read, like, Death of Superman and all that stuff around that era of when I was a kid and a teenager. So yeah, Spidey's always been my favorite. And I auditioned for Ultimate back in like 2009 or 10 before it came out, and I was second place to the now who he shall not be named.
Oh.
And but then my turn came around about 6 or 7 years ago, and I read for that. So for about 5 years, I did the voice of Spider-Man on Marvel Spider-Man, and then about 8 or 9 other projects with Spidey in it. So yeah, it was a really fun run. I really enjoyed it.
It's funny that you mentioned that because Spider-Man's my favorite too.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's a reason why he's Stan Lee's favorite. There's a reason why he was the flagship character for so long.
It was his like baby to say.
Yeah.
Like I know that Stan Lee really loves Spider-Man. He loves making those
I
works.
feel like he was the mascot for Marvel for a minute.
Exactly.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Still is maybe.
So
Probably.
Yeah.
So one more question I have to ask for Marvel. If you had the ability to voice another Marvel superhero, who would you choose to be?
God, who else have I done? I've done Bucky a couple times.
Okay.
Let's see. I did Thane, son of Thanos. That was a fun one.
Ooh.
I've done not Moon Knight. I did oh my gosh, Nova. I've done Nova. Yeah. I don't know. Who do I really like? I think that my voice would fit. I want to be like I'm the wrong prototype. I love to do Moon Knight. I love Moon
my
Knight.
God, I love
Yeah,
Moon
yeah.
Knight
I
so
all the
much.
rumors coming up too.
Dude, we'll see.
I'm so hyped for that right now.
What's the newest rumor? Is it Isaac? What is his
I
name?
forgot.
I remember looking at
Oscar
something.
Isaac?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good choice, actually. We'll see. We'll see if it's true.
All right. Brian, take it away.
All right. So, given the turn of events, given Goro Akechi's storyline,
I'm so surprised you're asking me a Persona question.
It has to be from the
Never-
Protac himself.
Would have never guessed. Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all in good fun. But anyways, given the turn of events that how Goro's character developments over both 5 and Royal, did you actually expect him to turn out the way he turned out, and maybe his change of heart toward the end of the game?
Yeah.
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's been out for 5 years. We're good.
Spoiler.
Persona Vanilla was fun to play because Akechi had sort of this mask, right? And whenever you play a character that is a certain way in a certain time, like we all are, and then another way when they're quote unquote true self, which I still don't even know if Dark Akechi is actually his true self. I don't think so. That's really fun, as an actor, because all too often, as we know in anime and JRPGs, sometimes it can be a little bit on the nose. You know what I'm saying? And this was an archetype I was able to be like, well, he's semi-Bishinen boy, yet then he gets all kind of dark, and then but he's light and happy because that's his persona for TV. So, but he's ultimately doing all these things behind the scenes. It was really fun. And to have all that knowledge from the top and to be able to play those things. So hopefully you play the game and then you go back and you play it and you listen to Akechi again and you go, oh snap, that's when he was lying, or that's when he was whatever. And then Royal comes out which was a gift, and with so much more Akechi content in there, and you get this whole third semester, and then I think that's when you see the real him. You see the artifice has been dropped. He can be who he truly is, but he's also not like so manically evil that like it's over the top. So yeah, I don't think you get a chance that often to play a character that you find engaging and then also retcon them like right after.
Yeah,
which is really cool. I think Royal is the definitive picture of Akechi as a character, and I'm just really happy to have gotten to play the character.
Awesome.
There's a follow-up question. Surely you must be sick and tired of the pancake jokes by now, right?
Listen. I'm an elder millennial, so I remember a time before memes, but I am not immune to them. So no, because it's freaking fun. It's 5 years later, and people are still bringing me pancake boxes. And
Dude, we had that idea.
Okay, just a heads up, these guys wanted to do that.
Oh, man.
Too.
Yeah, still bringing me pancake pillows. Like, still want the line, said or on their print or whatever. And that just means we did something right. Like, I think memes are fun because like they're organic, right?
Yeah.
They're spawn out of the fandoms or they're spawn out of the internet, and you never know. Like. If you think you're doing a line, you're like, oh, this is going to be a meme. It's never going to be a meme. I never thought it'd be the pancake line. So no, you can hit me with that stuff until the day I die. Yeah, I put it on my tombstone. I thought I heard something about delicious. Yeah.
All right. So you're the killer T cell in the Cells at Work franchise.
That's true.
Yeah. Are you surprised that the show is accurate and relevant in today's little climate here?
No, I think it's fun. I mean, how many fighting shows are there? Tons. And then now, how many ones do you get where you learn something too? I mean, I heard stories about them showing it to medical students or people in pre-med and like all of the stuff. And I know that they have a doctor's team that come in and fact check all of the episodes. So, no, I'm not surprised at all. I think the animation is quality. I think the characters are funny and cute, and the character design is well done. I think the action is great. And then you've got this wild aspect of where it actually takes place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people will still really enjoy it. Yeah, it's fun.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I like how it's over-exaggerated as a white blood cell taking over something under a microscope, but in reality, it's just something murdering.
Yeah,
it's more real.
Yeah.
It's great.
Taking all the germs away.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know how tough this was, but you played the main character in a silent voice, and
Correct.
he's given that a lot of the things he has to deal with, such as like bullying, loneliness,
Sure.
and of course everything else throughout the film. How tough was it to just kind of play a role such of that caliber?
Yeah, that's one of my probably my favorite anime role that I've played. Yeah, because we took our time with it and we tried to make it real small and cinematic and real. The movie's a little over 2 hours. I think we recorded for about 22 hours on it. So like we definitely like took our time, and honestly, it was a joy. Like I like anything that's a challenge. I like things that are real, and that film in particular was one of my favorite projects that I've ever worked on. So yeah, difficult, but not unenjoyable. Yeah, I like to. As an actor, it's fun to delve into that sort of sadder, darker, more melancholy side of human nature, where people make mistakes and try to redeem themselves. I think, if anything, the world could use right now is a redemption story. We are so quick to crucify each other when we make a mistake, and I think a movie like that is trying to tell you is like, yes, you have to reconcile for your mistakes, but if you learn from them, you can become a better person. And I think that's the very Disney version of how that movie played out. But yeah, I think it's an important message. Yeah,
For sure.
As following up on that question, how heartbroken were you? Were you as heartbroken as the audience was when it came down to the final events of the film?
Oh, I saw it a few times. No, I think once I'd done it, I think the audience we were trying to rip their soul out.
No.
Yeah. So I think we succeeded. Yeah.
I would say though, because it was a really tough way to actually watch that film, especially with all the heartbreak that happens in the film. It's like, wow.
Well, the people that still come to me with it were touched by it. So that's just a credit to the writing and the storytellers in the movie itself. And my job is to just portray that in the most honest way possible. So I'm really glad people connected with it.
For sure. Sure. Now, on a lighter note,
Let's do,
you
yeah.
are part of Matthew Mercer's show Critical Role.
I am now, I guess.
How did you like the experience of playing a D&D campaign with your fellow voice actors?
It's amazing. I mean, Matt's been a buddy for a long time, but like I've never really been the type to be like, oh, what do you think, Matt? Want to put me on Critical Role? I mean, it's just how annoying would it be if you're Matt Mercer?
Right.
To how often like you get asked for the opportunity. So he, for years he would be like, "Oh, we're thinking we got maybe some guests for us." I was like, "Whatever, dude. Let's just go to sushi." Like. And then when he came at me, and it was really Marisha that came to me first at the top of the year and said, "Hey, we're doing the spin-off series over the summer. We want to bring you in and do some screen tests." I was like, "Okay, cool." And as soon as I started playing our Game Zeros, we did a bunch of test games. I was hooked. It's so fun. It's just fun. And I'm a theater kid. Like I come from an improv background, and I'm a gamer too. So
Sweet.
Put all those things together, and I'm like, these are what I want.
Right.
These things I want to do.
So
Yeah,
I,
We have one last question we'd like to ask you. Actually,
Sure.
Prompto wanted to ask the question.
I do actually.
Yeah.
We're kind of running out of time here. So
Yeah,
I'll
go
make
for it.
Quick, but
Doing great.
So from from Final Fantasy 15, Prompto shares a very intense passion for taking photos.
Sure.
Have you ever dabbled in it?
Photography?
Yes.
The visual medium is not for me.
Okay.
Like if you would look at my phone, it would be like a picture of the back of my hand. It's not great. I mean, I like to do I do like vlogs, or I used to pre-pandemic. So like that's about as photographer as I get.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty handy with like Adobe Premiere and a camera. That I can do. But real photography, I think that's an art, and that is a skill that I do not possess. But a good thing I'm an actor, so I can pretend.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
And I also have a silly question to kind of follow up
Let's
with that.
go.
Do you think Prompto's mother is a chocobo?
like a literal, like he came out in an egg, and he was born with a chocobo's butt on his head. Like Verstalem had some kind of chocobo baby mama.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that because I'm terrified of the face.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, boy.
Sounds good.
That's that it.
Yeah. We got one more?
I think we can like squeeze in one more
Let's
question.
squeeze it in.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Were you a fan of Sailor Moon before you actually landed the job as Tuxedo and Mamoru?
Oh yeah, Sailor Moon, my first ever anime role. You gotta remember, I'm an 80s, 90s kid. So like, I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I don't think it was probably on TV where I was at. All I would get were like, we used to get anime through like burned CDs and like Napster torrents or
Videotapes.
or videotapes, or like going to like
YouTube. Go to
Fry's.
YouTube, yeah.
No, YouTube?
Oh no.
No.
Crap, I'm
No.
No, this is like taping over
you're a baby.
VHS tapes.
Yeah, that must be a little baby then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the first time I ever saw Sailor Moon was like on a burned like anime DVD, because I started watching anime like early high school, and like with like Cowboy Bebop and Toonami, and like it was like Cowboy Bebop, Big O, like all the classics, and then when I went to college, DBZ was in its Cell Saga arc, so that's when I really started enjoying anime, because we were in the dorms. We would open up that door to the hallway, pump up the DBZ, and the next thing you know, like 12 people were in our dorm rooms being like, "What is this?" And we're like, "It's anime, dude." And they're like, "It's awesome. They're kicking each other's asses." I was like, "Yes!" They're screaming, "Yes!" And then that was my intro into anime, and I've been hooked ever since. So I wasn't necessarily a Sailor Moon fan, but I knew what it was, and it launched my career, and it's a pleasure.
Robbie, is there any way that anyone watching can get a hold of you or maybe contact you?
Contact me? No. I am a hermit that lives in a cabin. No, you can go to robbiedaymond.com if you got questions. You can hit the contact page, and I'm on all social media mostly. Not Facebook. I deleted Facebook. But I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Robbie Daymond, and I think I have a TikTok. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sweet. Okay.
You can find me.
There's a lot of things.
Google it. You'll know how to Google, right?
Yeah.
Robbie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys. What a pleasure.
Thank you for your time.